Welcome to Dr. Katina Talks, the podcast where we explore the journey to a more fulfilling, balanced, and meaningful life. I'm your host, Dr. Katina, and in each episode, I'll be sharing stories, insights, and strategies from my own life's journey, exploring how I've learned to live authentically, unapologetically, and uncompromisingly, even through challenges and self-doubt. Today, we're talking about embracing imperfections and moving forward anyway, doing the best we can with what we have. Inspired by a powerful story about D.L. Moody, this episode will challenge and encourage you to step out, take risks, and silence the inner critic. Let's dive in. The other day, I was listening to one of my favorite preachers, Pastor David Jeremiah. He shared a story about the famous 1800s evangelist, D.L. Moody. Moody was known for drawing huge crowds, sometimes as large as 30,000 people, and this was in the early 1900s. But despite drawing huge crowds and his impact on the lives and faith of millions of people, Moody wasn't the best speaker. He often misused grammar and wasn't very eloquent in his speech. After one sermon, someone came up to him and pointed out every mistake he made. Moody calmly responded, "I'm doing the best I can with what God has given me." Are you doing the best you can with what God has given you? Now, this statement got me to thinking and making an application to my own life and those in my circle who are stuck because what they are doing is not perfect. And the worst part is that we often fear others seeing our imperfections. We fear them talking about us, criticizing us, or being the butt of their jokes. To this, I say, do it anyway. With imperfections and all, do it anyway. At least you're moving forward and doing the best you can with what you have. We can't worry about how others perceive our forward progress. Worrying will only hinder this progress, cause us anxiety, and to doubt our abilities. Let me repeat what D.L. Moody said to his critic. I'm doing the best I can with what God has given me. Are you doing the best you can with what God has given you? That quote stuck with me. Even though Moody was most likely speaking in a biblical context, his words about doing the best with what he had hold so much power and is relatable to many of us would-be creatives, would-be writers, would-be fill in the blank. Too often, we let fear of criticism or imperfection stop us from moving forward. Whether it's writing, starting a podcast, launching a new line of something, applying for a new position at work, or simply putting ourselves out there on social media. We are often held back not by others, but by our own perceptions of what others may think of our imperfections. I just started reading a very good book titled The Courage to be Disliked. And I can't give you a thorough review of the book just yet, but from what I've read so far, it's a dialogue between a professor and a young man who has many self-doubts. And I wrote myself a note about what the book is saying to me so far. And my note simply reads, fear of criticism, rejection, and imperfection is what's keeping you from releasing your podcast. There will be those who love you, those who hate you, and those who criticize your sound, your topic, what you are wearing, and the list goes on. When have you let that stop you in the past? Whoa. When have you let imperfection stop you from moving forward? Was the question I had to ask myself at this point. So why would you now? I have read and reread this note to myself many times. But here's the thing. None of us are perfect. We all have our flaws. But you see, the courage to try, despite those imperfections, whether real or perceived, is what matters. Let me repeat that. The courage to try, despite those imperfections, whether real or perceived, is what matters. So the next time you're worried about criticism, just remind yourself and your critics, I'm doing the best with what God has given me. And if you're feeling spicy, ask them, are you? So, I have 5 takeaways for you. You ready? 1. Do it anyway. Whatever you're dreaming of, writing, creating, applying, or starting something new, don't let fear of imperfection or criticism stop you. Take the first step, even if it's not perfect. Number 2, focus on progress, not perfection. Embrace the mindset that moving forward, even imperfectly, is better than standing still. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress. 3, shift your perspective on criticism. Instead of fearing what others might say, remind yourself of D.L. Moody's powerful response. I am doing the best I can with what God has given me. Let that truth silence your inner critic. 4, ask yourself, am I doing my best? Regularly reflect on whether you're using your unique gifts and resources to their fullest potential. This isn't about perfection. It's about doing your best with what you have. 5, encourage others to embrace their imperfections. Share today's message with someone who might be stuck in fear or self-doubt. Be the voice that reminds them to take risk and step out in courage. Bonus tip. Got one more for you. Here's your bonus tip. Write down Moody's quote and place it somewhere visible as a daily reminder. I am doing the best I can with what God has given me. Are you? Let it inspire you to keep moving forward. Thank you for listening to Dr. Katina Talks. I hope today's episode inspired you to stop letting fear and imperfection hold you back. Remember D.L. Moody's words, I am doing the best I can with what God has given me. Are you doing the best you can with what God has given you? Let this be a mantra as you take courageous steps forward. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with a friend. Leave a review and subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss future episodes. And while you're at it, let me know what topic you'd like me to explore in upcoming episodes. Whether it's overcoming fear, embracing authenticity, or any other life challenge, I want to hear from you. Your voice helps shape this podcast. Let's continue to grow together. Take care, stay courageous, and keep doing the best you can with what you've been given. Bye for now.